Hi class. Before I read this next book, I want you to think about how when we do our positive affirmations and we say things that are positive to ourselves, I want us to think about how that makes us feel. And then I want us to think about the opposite. If we were told all the time that we were not so good and we had all these negative self-talk, things going through our mind, either whether or not there are people that are telling us that or that you're telling yourself that, then I want you to think about how you would feel. So as I read this story, you're gonna learn a lesson through the story. So the author that wrote this is Jory John, and this book was written for a purpose, and the purpose was to teach a lesson. And so I want you to, when you come to the end of the story, I want you to think about the lesson that was taught through this book. And I want you to think about what all the stuff that we've talked about with positive and negative self-talk. I want you to think about what that does to a person, what that can do for you, and how that person's mood or how their behavior would change according to how they talk to themselves. It's called The Bad Seed. And again, it's written by Jory John, illustrated by Pete Oswald. The illustrations are wonderful in this story, so I can't wait for you to see them. I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. Oh yeah, it's true. The other seeds, they look at me and they say, that seed is so bad. When they think I'm not listening, they mumble, there goes the bad seed. But I can hear them. I have good hearing for a seed. How bad am I? You really want to know? Well, I never put things back where they belong. I'm late to everything. I tell long jokes with no punchlines. I never wash my hands or my feet. I lie about pointless stuff. I cut in line every time. I stare at everybody. I glare at everybody. I finish everybody's sentences and I never listen. And I do lots of other bad things too. Do you know why? Because I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. I just can't help it. Sure, I wasn't always this bad. I was born a humble seed on a simple sunflower in an unremarkable field. I had a big family, seeds everywhere. We found ways of having fun and we were so close. But then the petals dropped and our flower drooped. It's all kind of a blur. I do remember a bag, and this bag says sunflower seeds, delicious. Everything went dark. And then a giant. I thought I was a goner. I thought I was done for. I screamed and I hollered, ah, patoo! But I was spit out at the last possible second. I flew through the air and I landed under the bleachers with a big thud. When I woke up, it was dark outside. A wad of gum had softened my fall. I felt okay, but something had changed in me. I'd become a different seed entirely. I'd become a bad seed. A bad seed. That's right. I stopped smiling. I kept to myself. I drifted. I was a friend to nobody and bad to everybody. I was lost on purpose. I lived inside a soda can. I didn't care, and it suited me. Until recently, I've made a big decision. And remember, it is your decision to make. I've decided I don't want to be a bad seed anymore. I'm ready to be happy. It's hard to be good when you're so used to being bad. But I'm trying. I'm taking it one day at a time. Sure, I still forget to listen. And I still show up late. And I still talk during movies. And I do all kinds of other bad stuff. But I also say thank you, and I say please, and I smile. And I hold doors open for people. Not always, but sometimes. And even though I still feel bad sometimes, I also feel kind of good. It's sort of a mix. All I can do is keep trying and keep thinking. Maybe I'm not such a bad seed after all. It's good positive thinking, isn't it? Hey, look, there goes that bad seed. Actually, he's not all that bad anymore. And look at him. I want you to pay really close attention to his attitude and his face. He just says, I heard that. Did he let it affect him? Did he let it bother him? No. So I want you to think about, as you go through your day and tomorrow, tomorrow, I want you to think about how important it is to have positive self-talk and how that negative self-talk can really make us do bad things, right? Make our behavior change and make our attitude change. And so I want us to constantly think about those positive reinforcements that we've been doing in class.